friendly geckos. Today I want to share with you guys some of my recent projects. This is my new customized fabricated racks for my adult ball python breeders. They have much bigger tubs compared to the ones I have previously. And these tubs are about 24 inch by 16 inch by 8 inch in height. And they comes in semi-transparent opaque white. And I chose this because I want my snakes to differentiate between day and night, and also give them a sense of security also compared to transparent ones. These racks, actually I got it relatively cheap from a wholesaler, and it's worth it. As you can see, my racks are normally made of metal. I prefer metal from wood because wood to me actually it gets moisture, and then it will become moldy, and some woods also tends to absorb smell and all those stuff, so I'd rather stick with metal just to make things a bit tidy and clean for me. Okay, what I've done in the racks, in the tubs itself, I've done something to them. Actually, let me get one of them out from here so that you can have a closer look. Here you can see I've just switched to using recyclable plastic bowls instead of the normal water dish which I'm using. So actually I switched to this because of hygienic reason, and these are also relatively cheap compared to those, and I don't need to clean it so often or sanitize them whenever I change them. So whenever it gets dirty, I just throw them and replace it with a new one. And these bowls here actually cost me less than 20 cents each. So the price is good enough for me to just throw them and replace with a new one. And it's hygienic for my snakes as well. Another thing is I've also used PVC pipe couplings, 4.5 inches of PVC pipe couplings. I saw them to size to the right height of these bowls to hold them for my snakes. Actually, the reason I'm using this is because I don't want these water bowls to get toppled over by the snakes and the whole enclosure gets wet. So it works well. Actually, I got this idea from Justin's pro tips video on the internet, and it's quite good actually. And what you see here is I've glued it to the bottom of the tubs actually to let it stay in place and not move around. You can either let it move around or let the snake push it around. Either way is okay, but I prefer it to stay in place because I want things to be neat and all those. So how I glued them actually is right here. You can see that I did not use any super glue to hold them together. Actually, I'm using this automotive glue which I got from hardware stores to hold it. So whenever I want to take it out or I want to change something to it, I just can peel it off, and it's easily to peel off, and yet it holds down the holder for me. So here goes. Here's what I did, and hope you like it. And also here I've used actually unprinted newsprint papers for my substrate instead of newspaper, because I don't want the ink to stain my snake's belly when it gets wet or when it's moistened up and all those. So these are better for white snakes actually, because white snakes tend to get dirty with ink, and it darkens their belly and sometimes their body as well. So these papers I got from paper wholesalers locally, and it comes in big pieces, so I cut them down to size to suit my tubs. And here you can see what I'm holding here. I also cut out a hole for the water dish so that I can place it in securely. And what I used to cut this hole, actually I cut it manually with a hole cutter, a paper cutter, a paper cutter for circles. So this is what I got. So it's very easy for me. And when it comes to cost, each piece of this will cost me less than 2 cents each. So it's cost worthy for me to replace them all the time. Okay. Plus this substrate absorbs water well compared to others, and newspapers are also good if you choose to use them. They are, the downside of it is just the ink, and it gets the belly of the snakes darkened, you know. So there you go. Before I go, let me show you the top cover of every segment. So this is the top cover, and you can see here I have 5 rows of holes drilled into them. These are for ventilation purposes, and for ball pythons it's okay to have that because they don't need really high humidity level. With our weather of 60% to 75% of humidity is good enough for them. So hope you enjoy my racks, and hope you enjoy my video as well. Thanks for watching.